I'm Detective Brian Rainsford, BRIANRAYNSFORD. I'm a detective with the Fort Worth Police Department Robbery Unit. The Robbery Unit is asking for the citizens of Fort Worth and other cities to assist us in recovering property, specifically jewelry, that was taken in an aggravated robbery of a Zale's jewelry store on September 27th of this year. We have made 2 arrests in conjunction with this investigation, and we're publicizing the photos of the individuals under arrest in hopes that we can retrieve some jewelry. The investigation has led us to believe that these individuals were selling jewelry on the street or giving the jewelry away as gifts to people that they knew. The jewelry is good quality. There was a substantial amount of jewelry taken from the jewelry store, and we're hoping that people will see this and see the photos of the individuals, recognize that they may have inadvertently bought some stolen property, and we'd like them to contact us so that we can retrieve and recover as much of that property as possible.
Talk about the robbery, and you can look at me or
yeah, look at him. Look at him.
Talk about the robbery. How did it go down? I mean, we're looking at the video. It looks like he came in with a gun. Is that
right? The robbery in Fort Worth occurred on September 27th. It happened about 11 a.m. A Hispanic male entered the business, produced a handgun, and instructed the clerks on duty to begin taking jewelry items from the display cases and placing them in bags. He removed a substantial amount of jewelry from the store and then made his escape in a vehicle where another person was waiting. Tuesday of this week, the Fort Worth Robbery Unit received information of individuals who were selling a large amount of jewelry on the north side of Fort Worth. Robbery detectives began the investigation, and during the investigation received information that the 2 individuals who have been arrested may have been involved in this activity. Fort Worth robbery detectives, along with Arlington robbery detectives, conducted searches at 2 locations in Fort Worth, which did result in recovery of some property from the Zale's jewelry. We also believe these individuals are possibly linked to the robbery of a Zale's jewelry store in Arlington on July 10th. Joel Galcine has been arrested for aggravated robbery, deadly weapon, and we believe that he is the one who actually went into the Zale's jewelry store in Fort Worth with the handgun and was the man on the inside. We believe Tafoya was the individual who was the getaway driver.
And you said, how long did this whole incident take place in the store?
The surveillance footage from the store indicates individuals in the store longer than 10 minutes to conduct this robbery.
And the store doesn't have any kind of alarm or anything like that, like a bank would have?
Well, I can't comment on specific procedures at that location or the investigation, but the actual offense did take an inordinate amount of time to occur.
And I guess the clerks did the right thing. I mean, they cooperated with the gunman.
We always encourage people that are faced with a situation like that to just give the individual what they want, cooperate fully, get through the situation, get that person out of there, and then make the police report and let the investigation continue.
Talk about this jewelry right here. You're displaying this. This belongs to individuals, you're saying?
This jewelry is a sample of the jewelry that was taken from the Zale's Fort Worth robbery, and it was recovered from persons that had received it from the suspects or from the suspects themselves. We were publicizing the jewelry and showing it to show the quality of the jewelry that was taken that's being sold on the street or may have been sold by these 2 individuals. And it's this type of jewelry that we would like to recover from persons who may have purchased the jewelry or been given the jewelry by the 2 suspects. Also taken in the robberies were watches and, as you can see, necklaces and possibly bracelets as well.
So this is diamonds. That's platinum. It's not gold, is it?
I'm not a jeweler, but it's either white gold or platinum. But as you can see, the diamonds are fairly large, and the quality is fairly high. It was a Zale's jewelry store that was robbed. The necklace also, and then this other ring. So this is the type of jewelry that these individuals were giving away or selling on the street that we would like to try to recover and get back to the rightful owner.
And anyone who has bought this jewelry or received it, I mean, could they face possible charges?
We're not interested in filing charges on anyone who may have inadvertently purchased stolen jewelry. They just probably thought they were getting a very good deal on some nice jewelry and didn't know that it was stolen. Those folks, we would hope, would do the right thing after they see this, contact the Fort Worth Police Department, and return the property so that we can get it back to the rightful owner.
Okay.
I just got one more question. How much more jewelry you used to make that is still out there right now?
As far as an exact number of the jewelry that's still outstanding, I don't have that number, but I do know that it is a substantial amount of jewelry that's still out there versus what we've recovered.
So they did an inventory, but you're not releasing that, how much?
Right. The jewelry stores in Arlington and Fort Worth have done a complete inventory. We know exactly what was taken. And that's why we're going to be able to match any jewelry that is brought to us or brought to our attention to each individual robbery.
Anything you want to add that we didn't ask you?
Well, I'd like to hope that the folks out there that do see this, if they do have any of this jewelry, to please do the right thing and return this jewelry or contact the Fort Worth Police Department so we can get it back to its rightful owner. We understand people who want to make a deal or want to buy a deal in this current time, that we would like to get that property returned back to its rightful owner.
Cool.
Any